In this video, I want to talk about a question that gets asked a lot and really is quite confusing when you think about it, and that's whether or not chicken quarters count as weight-bearing bones. Let's get started. Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Scott the Dog Dad from DogDadOfficial.com, and if this is your first time on the channel, please make sure to click that little subscribe button as well as that little bell notification icon so that you get notified about future raw feeding videos. And really quickly, in the comments section below, let me know what you think. Do you think that a chicken quarter counts as a weight-bearing bone? So, are chicken quarters considered a weight-bearing bone? Well, first let's talk about exactly what is a weight-bearing bone. A weight-bearing bone is essentially a bone in an animal's body that is taking on the job of supporting the vast amount of that animal's mass. This would be something like, for example, a femur from a cow, a femur from an elk or a deer, something like that. Typically, these are in reference to larger animals, again, like cow and deer and elk. And the reason that so many people avoid them is because they are significantly more dense than other bones within the body because of the job those bones perform. They have to be denser. So, if that's the definition of a weight-bearing bone, if a weight-bearing bone is a bone in an animal's body that takes on the job of supporting the vast volume of that animal's mass, does a chicken quarter count as a weight-bearing bone? Yes and no. Yes, technically a chicken quarter is a weight-bearing bone because of the job that it performs. But does that mean that you should avoid chicken quarters like, say, a cow femur because it's a weight-bearing bone? Not so much. Remember what I said, that this is typically, when we talk about weight-bearing bones, this is typically in reference to larger animals who have a much higher amount of mass that needs to be supported, which leads to significantly more dense bones. With the fact that a chicken is such a significantly smaller animal than something like a cow, those bones do not get anywhere near as dense. Because of this, in my personal opinion, and the opinion of just about every raw feeder that I've ever met or spoken to, a chicken quarter is not the kind of weight-bearing bone that you should avoid. So by definition, is a chicken quarter a weight-bearing bone? Yeah, we can make the argument that it is in fact a weight-bearing bone because of the job that it performs in the chicken's body. But it is not the kind of bone that you should avoid like so many other weight-bearing bones that you hear typically spoken about on the internet and raw feeding Facebook groups and so on. To learn more about or even get started with raw feeding, check out my free 7 simple steps to raw feeding and other raw feeding resources in the description box below. But most importantly, remember that you don't have to be perfect to be an amazing dog owner. You just have to do your best every day and try to improve as you go forward. Peace.